ranting, calling me ex-convict even while I was running for elections, and her hypers were in support of such things, of which never happened, never took place. Well, let me block this Chuku, or let me leave you. If you comment another rubbish, I will know that you are every atom of supporters of evil. I will not tolerate that. I am on live section right now. I'll get back to you. I didn't say much. I was silent. I was in Abuja. And I think that day, we spent about 4 or 5 days in Grand Cubana Hotels, Abuja. This lady was busy calling me ex-convict. I was running for elections. I was running for chairmanship elections in my place. My own personal resources. You know what it means. You know what it means. I was running for elections. Pressures were everywhere. You know what? She was busy ranting on the internet, calling me ex-convict. My father shed tears. You didn't know. My dad called me and said, "Kenyi Moronya." I was summoned by members of our family. I was summoned by members of our family. They asked me, "Gini Mere, is there anything you are not telling us?" Nothing. I opened up to my people. I showed them videos. All of them on social media. This was what happened. Nothing more. I owe this person nothing. In fact, the day I was building, I am on the site where I was building, raising a structure for one widow like that. When somebody posted Ogechi's nude picture on social media, I went as far as calling the person on the phone and said, "Why?" So I joined her live broadcast on that day to console her. People, if many of you are my old followers, you remember. You know what? She said she wants to support me. Thank God for wisdom. I said, "No, don't worry. It's almost done." I had no issue with this person. You see all those guys you see who support her, whom are busy calling her Queen Mother. In one way or the other, I have stood for them. You called me an ex-convict? You know what it is? Do you know what it mean? What you mean by that? Something that never existed. You just tag it on me on a process of election. You see, now happen again. Sometimes in election, I'm a bully and mother. All right. Whatever I said against Ogechi, there are video clips I can bring like this to prove it. I don't just talk if you don't know. And this animal, if you comment again, I will block you here. Think I just talk? Just innocently like that. Now, she talked about what JPAC did to her, of which I am not in support of anything. Whatever you have with JPAC, that is between you and JPAC. JPAC had a case against her already, also established in Abuja. But whatever you have with JPAC, how does it concern me? How does that relate to me? How? Sometimes you may say something out of anger, but the ability to retrace your steps really matters. Unless I don't know, or I am not convinced in my conscience or by those around me that have offended you, to say sorry to you is not a big thing. It's a minor thing. because na mmebo meboro granyoko ogbuwe egburu ya. People will always tell you are fighting a lady, but a lady who announced Niabuziamu. Some people, their heads are no longer working, their heads are not active. I don't understand people. As a one Yamaka Dianozo, amongst men. I want you to listen to this video. Let me play the voice of this video. I want you to listen to this. Be a man of conscience.
Lady Solo, if I know back, rest in peace. If I know shake it. Sorry that I have to bring this down. If I know
when she was involving late Senator Ifanyoba, did you in any means tell her that this is wrong? In totality, you did not condemn it. You did not. They were busy hyping her. I know so many of these small bloggers. I don't want to talk about them because I warned many of them. Stay clear from me. When you were growing your page, you were using me, Governor Eziokwu, to grow your page. All of a sudden, Ijuwa woke up and just carry my picture attached, say certain things. And I called him on phone and said, please stop adding my pictures to whatever you're doing. The guy shouted on me, ranted on me, ordinarily this guy. I look and laugh. Ikuku burukute. He recorded and played on his page. And I just laughed. Whatever you think you're doing right now, I must have done it before and I didn't find any gain there. And I left. You must not quarrel with Governor Eziokwu all because you want to get closer to somebody. I did nothing to any of these guys. Nothing. I did go and check my record. Check my record 1 year ago. My part in this social media was just the part where I will recover your money, give it back to you. I will expose fake things, such as fake native doctor, fake pastors. That was my job. I went as far as recovering money from one David Elijah, pastor. So many pastors. There is a pastor I recovered a vehicle for. Those people came, ask my team. Ugochukwu was live, present on that day. The pastor came here to apologize that I should forgive. Now maybe laugh, I am see okay, no problem. So far, he guaranteed return almost to this person, That was all. On this social space, I've recovered millions of naira and I gave it back to people. I knew this million justice through even now recover people here. The woman never brought any complaint to me. The woman never brought any case to me. It was during my elections. The woman saw what Ogechi was doing to my name. The woman chatted me up. Just silently and said that I should send her account number. I had to send the campaign team account number. I'm saying this thing to your hearing. I connected my campaign team account. I carried the account number and sent to this woman. The woman credited us 500,000 naira. They told me that she paid in 500,000 naira. We are very happy. Before my team, I had to call her and tell her thank you. So that work between me and these people, I want you to rate. Between me and these people, the same Governor Eziokwu who will recover 10 million, where they go the owner like that, 100%, no story. Do you think I don't have problem? It is the same you who supervises my activities on social media, who watches me carry those monies and return back to the person. on this social media, it is you that will come and call Governor Eziokwu hungry man. I don't respond to you, sir, because you don't feed me. If you may have physical cash, then my integrity may be richer than your conscience. No, Deba. The same Governor Eziokwu, the same poor Governor Eziokwu, Governor, poor Governor Eziokwu, I have not been to your house to beg you for food before. Nothing whatsoever. I've remained calm, peaceful on my own, at my own quarters and cronings. I've not disturbed you for anything. This is one of the structures we are doing for widows now, currently. Now, aside the one I've done, no, I no need to announce to you. I don't need to beg you for anything. This is one, no, we are doing two currently. We are doing two currently. You don't see me defraud you. You don't see me come here to solicit for fund, but I am still poor. Hold on. Let me check if I will find the other one. This is the second one. Two currently. These two now, I am doing it in Ngopala. This one makes it the number 4. The number 4. We've done 2 before. We are doing 2 currently. When you can see you are fighting a woman or arrest. Okay, I block you from here. These are idiots. These are people, but I don't want, if I want to insult your generation, I know what to tell you right now. Because the taproot of your family does not even worth one thing. Let me block you from here. So I will recover monies on this social space and I will give it back. When you want to do charity, my mentality tells me when I want to do charity, do you know that if I post these things on my WhatsApp platforms now and tell my friends to support, if I post these projects I'm doing now, if I post it on my WhatsApp group now and tell my friends, or if just my status only, do you know that I have people that will raise millions of naira now? I said now. The day when Agwata team came to my village where they want to buy land, some of the youths said that we should go and show them this project we are doing so that they will support. I said no. Even if we take 365 days, we'll finish it. This is what God mandated us to do, and we must do it. So let's say, for example, when I recover monies for people and I will ask you to give us maybe 15%, people would have also said evil of me. But guess what? Those monies would have been of help to us through this kind of projects we are doing. But many of you, we are the ones raising monies now at Oga People Hospital, and that is where you feed from. You think Chineke Amari here? Now you be the richest person on social media. Now you get all the contacts for social media. Now you be billionaire also. Now you still no go still allow us rest. This is how God helps his people. The omnipotent God, the impossibility specialist, the people that cannot do what you do, they will talk. They will say all manner of things to talk down on you. If not them, if they are the ones doing this kind of, to erect at least 1-bedroom flat for people right now, you know how much it is, you know what it will cost. You know what it will cost you. And you don't just build a house for people and leave them like that. Like as I am. I have somebody who the person gives me up to 250,000 naira. It's my personal friend and relation. It's just my personal relationship with this person. It doesn't have anything to do with social media. This person gives me 250,000 naira monthly. Out of that 250, I don't even take 250 naira out of that money monthly. Before God and man, I don't take even 50 naira out of that money. As that money comes, I use it to reach out to people again. Things na agari ebono. Oche no obu ogu. Oche no obu mbiaru. I will wake the spirit of the Shanamite and tell the spirit to go and bless him. Mba. This kind of things, where them na return the money to. This kind of things. There are people. There is one papa in Omoma Eche. Monthly I give him money. Some elders in my village, my kindred, I do the same thing from my maternal home, even in the city of Port Harcourt here. That's what I do. So far and so on. Then hence I have another relief somewhere to be doing those things. Why will I disturb anybody? Why will I disturb anybody? Why will I take advantage of people? See, God kills in people into your life. You say you need land in Ngobala, you will get. You'll get. I'll drop my number here later. But all of these things, people will not see it too. When I built Chere Kanle Mangahu picture, the other widow, I handed a house over to this I think, was it this year or last year? Last year. Well, let me check if I will see that picture. You see where I met this woman. I bet her a one-bedroom flat. Did you see me come to disturb you? Did you see me? But to Iga whom will be here. I make insult. I just laugh. Ignore you. Go my way. Somebody will come and type that ordinary council chairman that you cannot win him. When his forefathers cannot even pull campaign for community PG. Hold on. So I'm giving you my word today, my assurance that I will be in Abuja to prosecute Ogechi Okeke Njaka. This is what I will do. And there is no, that same thing, even my father, someone encourage bomb jump him alone. Everything Abuja rumba. Unless Abotaro and ma Abotara court, ma Abotaro ya court, Ogechi ga no in custody. Wetakwa another suit against Ogechi. Now somebody commented here. See, one guy they call Oyike Jadon Chima. This guy was with me that first day I went to start that project. Look at what he commented. He said a structure that started with 60,000 naira. It was 60,000 naira in my pocket the first day I built a house for a woman. I started with 60,000. This guy is a living witness. Here maybe hear more. See, somebody posted the woman's house on our local government platform. The woman and this pastor Ghanaian. We for the picture on social media, the thing we with them. So we bought some things. I and this my brother Kaija for the woman. We rode their phone and million this woman, a poor widow. And I'm really well put them nanya. When you order say mama as before God Almighty, Nagakuto Loga will give you a house. This my brother Jadon Chimo Oyike, he just commented here now. Well, let me pin his comments. Let me pin his comments. I just pinned down his comments now. This guy. I went to the POS. What was left in my account was 60,000 naira. I withdrew the money complete and came to the woman's house. And I could to Odiolo. This guy with strong faith and everything in me. I could to ya. As I then, my own house in the village, I never even level am. Then at the same time, then I had problems in business. My business had issues that time. But all of these things didn't bother me. I never cared. My concern was God. Kehemme meregi. Kehemme merechim. Well, let me look for that picture. Jadon, obumi we picture ngai meet the woman. Joya, also we digged the foundation by ourselves. So Joya, this guy not here. I came down, I removed my clothes to a go foundation. That same day. That same day. That is the sacrifice. So any result you see around us is not mistake. And you know what? Let me shock you. Joya not here. Few weeks ago, I reminded him that the moment we finish doing that thing, everybody who joined us to do that work, their life changed immediately. This is the way it is. Before you plan your evil against somebody, at the level or at the little point where you met that person, also think because you don't know where that person started from. Thank you, ambitious. That was how we started. If you tell your sister, what will you get? Arababu that place. That time on I call rubbish against us. I said I will come in person. You never even start. Me go come in person. Make a video. I told you I will do this. I will start meji go there practice your career already. I talk even file another case no worry. File only an Port Harcourt because he omega on internet. So no one jurisdiction. No one cut jurisdiction. So you can reserve another charge for her no worry. And they discharge another that one because Zagazagana or Zawa another one. It is possible. So that all of us will learn. Me, I'm also learning. If I offend you, you know, sir, I don't offend you. This one, you want to use and kill me. Warn me first. Warn me, say, brother, this one say you no like I make I apologize. If I no apologize, take action. Well, let me block this idiot whom is using fake accounts. Is a picture to pack and I comment. Yaraba buogi there. Onyara, a vagabond, I'm on the bridge. Then when her address, then when her home address. For you to create a fake account to show Ibu a bastard. Amo de gamo. Imaho. Mbono na po late Senator Patrick Sifanyoba. Nobu Homa, Boje Paka, Pom ex-convict. The other day, go and look at the video she made against Annie Dons. Kai, Annie Dons will make sure no, Ika Annie Dons could not say or do anything. Man, people isolated themselves. If I play that one for you, tell me play, yeah? Because if I play it now, which means I am selling it more. Even if you can comment here, can block. Take any of your fake account, have a block. You turn the baboom that day. Or take it here. This is the house we bet for the woman, the widow. This is the house. Then hold on, let me show you where I met that woman. This is at the Igwe's palace when the Igwe was praying for me. You can see J Park there. The man on blue is the pastor who posted the house of that woman. And I saw it, I felt bad. Till today, this traditional ruler, a very great man, he doesn't toy with me. Doesn't toy with me. That first day, that day I na kidnappers made my attack. The first call I received, no, not the first call. One of the calls that shocked me was this traditional ruler, the one on black. This man called me. But Ogechi was busy on the social media, ranting. na-ekwu na egbuo m. Okay, well, let me block this one. Another idiot amongst them is here. Comment with your fake account, I'll block you. Or say, because of your church you did not win local government. I gotta make all your father iyi now. I would have insulted your father, but for the sake of the respect I have for my dear father, now this is where I met this widow. This is where I met the widow. This is me on that day. As Jadon Chimonyike. If you watch the house, give an edgy waterproof where you chair one side. Edgy waterproof where you chair one side there. Mri this woman. This woman here. This was where I met this woman. This was where I met the woman. Ade Paul, I didn't fly a private jet. I know they drink of 5 million naira. Man, those monies, before gave me trouble. And responsibility. Do you know that my community does not have? We used to have electricity, but right now, all collapse Chicago. Just to amend roads in my village, we condemn shots and the field which has certain holes and thereabouts, then regrade there. It's an issue. It's an issue. Billionaires don't even care how they have your law. George Adon Chimonika, if I sit in the village for 30 minutes, crowd from nowhere, people will be coming and complain, yeah. Or bohon I want an elephant anywhere. But just that they know that I must find way. Nkasinachi. I know they hide, they tell you this thing. Joe, then go on this social media. I challenge you. Everybody, more are the most popular youth and even penetrate a bomb say over a zone self. Bribe never carry me, I go to talk careless. So just like Johan, but yet I didn't trouble. I didn't go and ask them in my community. Jadon no here. The guy who owns the People's Voice is here. Some of our brothers are here. They are living witness. Do you know how many land cases I've settled before Neruna case? I don't settle land, recover the land, give them the person where get them back. Give what they and when he gave me. I know they post them, ask people. At least Oboman na to ashi adime bunu mad adime bun the village mo menka at least for day here now they prove me wrong, they doubt. The governor of Imo State cannot win me. Nango Opala say moku vote ato you know go fit win me. The most popular. No be because of this page. Oh, he don't take why they stand speak on what is right. Kwechiri. The way I have always grown, the moment you plan an attempt over my life, you see God will rise me from there. That's the way it is. Go and ask. Obo you no far. You know na one small quarter na your house. Na chicho. Ada choku. And since because that is what they wanted to achieve on social media. Since this is my platform, when I about random mad speak for do you know how many complaints of visa? None on my table. How many complaints? How many people which are complaints? None on our table. In fact, this my brother whom just commented here now, this Oyeke Jadon, he used to be one of my greatest team members. Ask him. Somebody did agree. Somebody offered over 600 and something thousand naira for workshop who ate his money. He complained to me, man said, there's nothing I can do, brother. Never go maka. Ask him, he's here. And when you go for him, see, I am nature advice here, my brother, happen. The guy listening to me. Where happen the money? So who knows what others are passing through? Just this morning, somebody gave another complaint again. Leanya, if I open my phone now, you see complaints everywhere. Just hold on now. Come give one. God, this morning, no. God, this morning, no. This one now, I no fit do anything.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Well, let me forward it to you.
Payment. So, up a plot of land. And that will go 1 M already. So, along the line. So, we're talking about one man, Obi, Basiliego. And they use that land as the collateral. So, we send down my wife. And this man.
I post the voice notes. Somebody sold a lady nara collateral to him and his brother. Only an abroad. Cabo, this morning, before 3 o'clock today, complaint will reach time. And I'm not doing much. Oh, when I am led, when my spirit leads me, how to do that. I'm no longer on social media. That was what they wanted to achieve. Because one person only was involved. Just like that. This is what I use this platform to do. Millions of naira return on the person. Did you see any of these psychophants, any of these mugus come to tell me, Governor Eziokwu, thank you for what you've done? My reward has always come from for that thing. Or just support me. You don't even see their comment or say, Governor, how are you? Fine. I'm in Nigeria. Can I see you? There's a woman here who commented, a mother who commented here. December, I don't want to mention her name. Can them Harega disturb over? December, that woman is she from north to far north. Go trying here, good dear, boogie dear, and now Governor Kebino. But here somehow say, like this. Even on the born, I bet the first day somebody hit Emotiano with all this big Siana. The woman will brew the motor garage, you were that they are large. The next day I now insisted for the very first time. This woman, she not to bagide or bury must see most state, but I be one at my village go. Majoria carry obi or say mono makani hand them the melon them mother. I was fulfilled. Work got a challenge motor hand by how many. See, I'm immediately. Immediately. I'm not too small. I had to host them, celebrate them for coming. The joy in me. In fact, from 1st of January, I was supposed to do more. There is a lady in Anambra State. She's my fan here. She in their group only know this thing. Sebo, they will gather monies and send to Indiana Ato I have from China. So they were doing little with the person, with the guy. All of a sudden, they now decided to do it in a big way because this lady is now gathering momentum a bit in business. Do you know that this lady gathered millions of naira? Well, this our Igbo brother now. Onwike go try hangwa. Imana, this guy really the money. This lady na problem now. This lady now, mama also happen shop here. She does not know what to do. Drag you online. You see people who come and tell me, Governor Eziokwu, you are wrong. The guy in Onwekia, any visible details, police will kill each other. No way. The innocent lady is suffering now over what she doesn't know. There are cases like, there are issues like, Governor Eziokwu only becomes useful to you the day you give your visa. I'm telling you. So that was what they were battling to stop in me. The other day, one of my uncles called me and I went to see him. Amongst my family members, only on the same poor on social media, poor. But only that my uncle has always been, he will encourage you and tell you, don't do this, I don't do this one. Then remain like this. This man invited me, I went to see him. He said to me, now, how do you want the people to feel? who will speak for them and say, I don't know, or saying that he's concerned about it. That is there any way I can start it collectively? Maybe we'll have the person present. He's telling me another model or another channel. That was what that my uncle was suggesting. And he drafted certain ideas. I said, okay, I will go and reveal it, I will think. He's also concerned about people. Maybe he's here watching me now. But he's concerned about people. Let's say or picture drag bag. In a deal go with Governor Eziokwu, or you go for deformation of character. Oh, that you are doing the wrong thing. And let me tell you one thing you don't know. My plan will provoke nature against you. So that also go assume to court or assume to anything. I want the process. I'm telling you because I am somebody, Mr. Naho. Or you would mother. Would all by some now, Uncochapia, or Metuzie see was a key more. Maggie Benny more. Judith, is your last minute on this page? Is your last minute on this page? That's a promise. And it has been fulfilled. You get the way it is. So you cannot, if you know the number of persons say deal will grow with, Aaron will go their business down. At the detriment of trust. I ended up getting a nickname as convict. I ended up being tagged a rapist, a pedophile by this lady. Now check my own genuine activities. Check their own. Even if my own is not genuine, go and check. You have chances to verify. When I tell you anything, go and check it now. Be sure. And I know they tell you say I get 100 million naira for account. Let me shock you. I don't want to say something I don't know. I heard though that the NGO account they opened, they are using it for fraud. That one is another case. So if you don't know, they are using that account for fraud. See, look at how there is a way criminals, they link up themselves. There is a way they link. Go anybody you see supporting abnormality, check that person very, very well. Check that person very, very well. Either some of them were patiently waiting so that when they cash out, they will be able to share the monies on their own. No problem. Emeka, I've heard you. Somebody just commented. He said even him says he has been very weak since I stopped. That's the way it is. Brother, I stopped debt recovery because of these people. I stopped because of them. And since I stopped, I expected them to be doing it better. They are not doing it. They are not doing it. Guess what? If Ogechi had wanted to go back to her business, to her work, to what she does in the United States, nobody's against that. Initially, when an arrest was, the day I went to that hotel in Nnewi to arrest Ogechi, let me shock you, before God and man, even those who went there with us, as I'm saying this thing now, they will be shocked. But don't be offended. It is in my nature. That day we went there to arrest her in that hotel. She saw us from one of the rooms. Ogechi was busy typing on the internet that Governor Onyoshi or Governor Okwashi and J Park, anywhere believe is, came to her hotel to come and arrest her with DSS. That was not a good approach. As Ogechi was in that room and she saw us before the grave of my mother, if Ogechi had called me on the phone, because she knows definitely I will not be that foolish to take call before everybody there. If I see a number calling me on WhatsApp and it happens to be Ogechi's number, I will answer that call. One word only would have quenched everything. You know what would have happened? As no will the phone. Hello, Governor Eziokwu. So ihe I mean on the internet bụ ihe lead to this kind of thing. Akwema na mbụ nwanne gị. Ihe na-eme ọ dị mma. Hapụkwa n'ihe a. My brother, as I dropped that call, bam, I will just walk to the police, everybody, and discourage them. Say, Hana, I happen to know here, and tell them information about. All of us will live there. You know why? Because provoke go. The courage of the womb of mothership. By Ipogesege sorry. Ipogesege one name. Rather, she ran to social media. Or even you do people text message and say, when they happen, no, she didn't do that. This was what would have quenched everything. I tell you that even J Park, I wouldn't care again. Because he will can't call what he wouldn't capuchia. And you know what I would have done after then? If you don't control Lubi, I come apologize to these people because now what can you be a habono? On one you need be a habono. That is the best. Those buffaloes around her would have done for her initially. Kotelo where see oya. Kahionye do tayon. Median justice abone a bad person too much. Akaroko ha J Park I know. Before God and man. Before God and man. Nchisi J Park happen this matter now. Obuhi he phone. Ma happen ebe no choro ya choro ga meet na nwunye ya. Gwa hoku as member of their family. There is no way njiri bia that thing or me will no phone near my father about J Park say abia. J Park will jump flight and come immediately. Mo no kwara voice my dad. And obe kwara mpa magwe ya le ompo mpa ya nwa na phone. Onga meet mpa ya no po. Mpa ya agwe. That is the end of the side of J Park. Then Miriam Justice will turn on now. I will want Imo State. I will want Imo State. And it will be a thing of joy. The woman ga no we Abuja self. In went am no kigwe. Anya aga meet him me ya bora me barala. Mo emeta video self eventually akelu. Say the woman biko send the other Miriam Justice. Ka hanyola that side. Before Abakuoku, Mr. Obi, Kuoku, many others. These things were quenchable. Not upon that I want to do something for you upon on social media. There are other ways. In my family, eburu mother, onye eburu their person. Na Igbo. Eburu mother na our family now, for example. The opposite family ahu, nwa haburu our family. Biawa be you do. Ade reject. Ade ebu hebu. Ade abahogo. Go and ask. Despite the eburu mmadụ, approach and tone matters a lot. Approach. There is nobody. I will apologize to you. Just tell me. Because I'm a big measure of power with you. I'm a kiss kwado. When I know I am asking I got no gide na mehe na anyi isi kamara bara anyi oba. But The fools will always encourage. I don't know how you want to sustain a structure without foundation. I don't know how they intend to do all of these things. And I look at them, I laugh. If you see you have wisdom, if your wisdom is not paralytic, there are possible means of doing certain things, and you see them grow or groom in confidence or standard. What are the true intentions of these people? But instead of sorting for peace, you know what she did? Go and check. It was immediately she wrote that in. She wrote that in on the internet. I responded on a constructive write-up there. Some minutes later, because she does not understand. Ofuji was there. I was like this. Oh, it was Ofuji who brought that post and said, "Look why he further now." So when she wrote that in, everybody became provoked. We left one of the building, the hotel buildings. We now came out to the outside. So we are there suggesting or deliberating on what to do. When we now saw that post, she said that she has already left the hotel thinking Naibu Mugu. No. We now decided to raid everywhere. Upon climbing up to show you, more than Madodi against you. That day, Ofuji was filled. At that minute, Ofuji was filled. It was like Ofuji was filled with the spirit. Ofuji pointed the window. From down, Ofuji pointed the window and said, "Eba, nebaka, moya nagwea no Ogechi no. Nebaka obia nagwea. No, nimebaka Ogechi. No, we sukwa iru kwarade amafro ya na amazene." Straight. But we say na such since we now moved. Why? That thing onya dere. Nganga. Onye gusi ọkpanganga ga n'ime Chineke kwuru. Chineke bụ onye nwe nganga. Element of truth kwesịrị ịfọtụ gị n'ọnụ as a human being at all cost. If you are my friend, give me issues, and this one is right, I will tell you. If I don't say it in the open, I will tell you in the secret. One day, if Rihanna drag and defend this thing, they were wrong. Go. I will ask you now. I will tell you, Nenka, they were wrong. Go. This thing will lead you where you don't even expect one day. Go first. Nagwarangagwa is not the same thing. And to me, if you are always hyping me, you are not a good person. You don't need to fight me in the public. You need to call me, secretly tell me Nanka the wrong. Even if I'm not doing anything wrong, teach me to sustain in doing what is right. Not hyping me into danger. Oga, my encounter with the cybercrime center made me to understand so many things. So I now took my time and studied about them, the laws, and as amended, I took my time to study deep about what is going on and what is obtainable. Nobody is an island. Nobody. Nobody. Do you know that Igbo mother, when you buy one person or you burn down one government institution, little did I know that government must protect their properties first before you. Their institutions, they're very, very important, because you don't rise actions or in protest as a student, you now go to burn down an institution that has graduated many people in power. When you do protests and your protest is now turning to stealing people's things, cutting away with people's items and thereabout, government will get tear gas. When you burn down government institution, they will shoot the rights. ime nọrọ fe ya ha ama ịfụ mmadụ obu fuel ka aga gba ebe ọkụ all those places bụ emesi election somebody will rise say because no winner ya ga-agba council headquarter ya ọkụ or ị ga-agba INEC offices ọkụ. Oh wow, that's good. Those structures in Amoku, those structures you are burning down, they are not the issues. The problem is human beings. Those are the people you need to sort for, and not the government structures or the infrastructures or the institutions they have built. The major controllers of those institutions are human beings. Well, let me respond to one idiot before I block. This one says his name is Onyema Agonna. He says, you are an idiot. Fulanis are on rampage in Ngobala and you are doing nothing. Okay, number one, let me respond to you. I am not an elected officer in Ngobala and there are limitations to what I can do, whether you like it or not. Onga Burebe, your mentality, Ishiga. That's what the Arab man called Hadi Kasura. Had the castle onye nka isi agbawale ara agbale. You give an return on that idiocy to you now, but how will return it to you now? Oh, to be automatic. Now I am not an elected officer. I don't know if I or may expect in gas utebe gaba one day full and anymore here. How? Two, obugodi me when a plans and then go balangle. Do you think I will tell you? It's an issue from your own village where people will just rise, I made something, hey, my video post to. That is the difference between my community and your own community. You hail from an illiteracy background. Forget, yeah, this other story. And when one man and Ahmed Gulak, a former APC chieftain. The people of Ngopala on their own, and when they bend on no government, as she traces the man on the side. Here I do not email Kaba village Oku, Kaba village Oku, because you don't want anything at your community. I challenge you. In your background, with 0 watts. How do you expect an Ngopala? How do you expect an indigenous of Ngopala who suffered to train his or herself in the university? We have outgrown that level now. You cannot suggest any act of terrorism to us and we accept it. What I'm telling you is the way. Somebody should look for that man's comments. Pin it through me and so that I can send him to hellfire. Ebo belong to here. We cannot do that. So when you talk about Fulani herdsmen, I take my time to make videos and posts. Then at some point we stopped. As a people, we are not cowards, and it is not possible for any idiot to come and take over any land in Ngopala. Nijeme, your cattle settlement is not possible. It's not possible. Two, let me quote something to you. During the Nigerian Biafran something or Galoromba, Maka Facebook. And with a part of Ngopala. Even Amotanka Batalia. Ndebani, we are able to mobilize shields for our people. Then when a part of our land, the civil war hit and bad. And with Rebi Gaga and the Chakevil forest, you see holes, you see valleys. It's as a result of the civil war. But we paid with our lives. We no go agree. We no go agree. I gave you wisdom. And we go the action I dey take. We will not make videos and show to you idiots. We will never try it. And then we keep me as a. Do you think they got batang up alabu our mother gela anya bagin kete as fools aibo as load aibo now? On the other hand, I need to take our time and find out when some of our brothers say they involved with some Fulani because we know they cannot just come into our land. If we stop to that, because we will not give you more information. Araba wagi shida please. Ole comment here. Come send there to hellfire. And I can't told you fake account. These are idiots. Come on, get out from here, you. They cannot tell Governor Hope who's them these things. They can't say it to him. But they can see it. I don't know how people reason. When you want to know how educated or how exposed the people are, watch what they say. Read their lips and their utterances. Do you think I'm an elected officer? Do you expect me? What do you want me to do as a person? There are limitations to what you can do, lest you be tagged terrorist. Imaho. I don't understand some of this cookie. This is the way it is. So we cannot just come and tell you this is what we are going to do as a people. I could see or press conference at the end of the day, nothing to show. Buona another person nango bala. Nkibulibu ahon de la gemma. Any hapu we know the toilet despite the capacity of lands I am in that place. You know to go name people because we come everywhere per day. And very recently we discovered that people name some of these things now currently now that about over lodobo hanejimo to bia camp on a part of the bush. How commit each other those the atrocities they will leave. So you start looking for them around Ngobala territory. No way. There are no bushes in Ngobala where we don't enter as a people. The people of Ngobala knows their boundaries and occupies every quarters and crannies of their lands. So in the case of Ogechi, the Bible says, be careful when men praise thee. They were praising her. You even those singing praises for her. Even those singing praises for her can never accommodate such woman as a wife. I'm very sorry, with all due respect to the husband, this is not disrespecting you, dear sir. I so much understand. However it is, how bad you feel. Thank you, man. One day. Thank you, I hear you. But sir, the truth is that the thing was beyond management. It was beyond. It was totally uncontrollable. This woman was sold to the crowd, was sold to the activities of pictures and videos on the social media, and her own utterances beckons a part of negative judgments against people. Her utterances passes judgments on people unverified. And sir, you kept quiet. You oversee some of these things. I understand that by the rules of the United States and thereabout, there are things you can't even say. But at least by the reasons of your office and your place of functions, as she's clearly stated on the social media, she even went as far as claiming that she bears a diplomatic passport of the United States, and all of us knows that this is a lie. This is like somebody trying to, even dear sir, let me tell you, my brother, you should be my mate or something. Or something, okay? Somebody I'm on 1982. Some of those things she says, she even ought to endanger your own life. Because he better for burial here. We know, I know. Many of us, ma. But we kept quiet. So she was like, even before you know it, Ogago see picture, begin mama, begin a kozaya no there. But these are like exposing you. I felt you are a very silent person. And all of this kind of negative advert, you don't need it, my brother. You need the only mistake cable. For idato. Minus Imo State. And what I need to discuss Igbo in general. There's nothing like Igbo Imo, Igbo Nubu, Igbo Nyeka. We are talking about the Igbo nation. Igbo Bugodofu first. If we must say anything or dwell in equity and justice, it has nothing to do with Abumonyo Sumeyi. Abumonyo will today. Next year you change quarters, and she complicates too much issues for herself. So I know it wasn't easy for you to manage. But on a second thought or thereabout, you had more steps to make. I know you must have given it as a word of prophecy for her not to even near this place, this country, after all she has done. See, this is not telling you that Nigeria is a danger zone to that extent where people can no longer visit. If you're a genuine citizen, you can come here. At least there are places you can stay. Ambassador Bites Emmanuel, my humble greetings to you, sir. Almost anytime there are wrong moves around me, this Ambassador Bites Emmanuel will always call me and tell me this one is wrong, go. This one is wrong, go. Tell this person that this one is wrong. This man is here. Ask him, he's here on the comment section. Have I ever said no? Because there are things you know more than me. I must be subject unto you. At the point of learning, nobody's an expert. Kenebe agejinu Governor Eziokwu compare no Obites Emmanuel in experience. This man has run companies, has run businesses, even while I was in school and when I was still a tender person. So when he now calls me to maybe probably advise me, then I will not neglect him now. How possible is that? Experience from a man who is able to manage workers, or there is like ABC man give advice that you don't want to listen. The worst human being. Nobody is an idiot. The only idiot is somebody who does not listen. There are needs to listen. Ambassador just commented and he said you're listening to advice. Thank God. Even on live video. And a man on live, somebody at home, way, Governor, leave that live video, let's discuss first. That thing you are saying now, there was a man, anyway, one man, one certain time, go me first. Na call the man, they put the person do go. Ngazi life no, Zubona tag his name. Somebody share the video. The man wait for one, even I'm on live for that. The man at bomb na WhatsApp. Same Governor, please, let us settle this thing now. Now I'm ready now, let's settle. I left online. Because should I entertain fans on social media while the owners of the money, the owner of the money will be losing money? So what I did was I paused the video, deleted it immediately and chatted with the man. Immediately the man paid 900,000 naira out of 1.9. The man paid 900,000 naira. The other 1 million naira, he paid for 500 two times. So if I had gone ahead to war the man on social media, later lawyer say all right, let's now deal with these people, let's do this way. Lawyers upon that rala, the man will lose. Because I got caught, this guy will spend more than Onyenka will spend more than that. So when I got the opportunity to discuss with him in the private, I stepped off online, discussed with the man credited 900,000 immediately. Mbozi onye we go see an go 900, they go give for the 1 million. The guy it's here. Hope Okeke, my sister, you're welcome. Hope Okeke bought me a keyboard. He bought me a keyboard. Yeah, the keyboard. I'm trying to PS750. So in here, screen, head screen with the this thing, Dranala. the keyboard. So head screen had their work, but I will make sure I'm gonna send that to about or Lagos in FCA. A very powerful keyboard or a master keyboard. So I was able to recover that money. I was able to recover that 1.9 million naira that got. So if at all I did not listen to the advice of people or the man's advice or thereabout, I wouldn't have gone that far. I wouldn't have succeeded in getting that money or recovering that money back again. Sometimes you must listen. Even Jesus, at some point, he said to his disciples, what do people say about me? What people say about you matters. If what people say about you does not matter, now what it make it? All those pastors, then they go there, they go tell you, say somebody send them a video. Nobody they send them those videos. Oh, now them they use their hand, they watch them. Now them they sleep for social media. They want to know people's opinion. If I dey here now, carry a Bukobi picture, put here now, talk one thing, bam, watch his preaching between 4 or 5 days. He will be going towards that direction of that and why I don't talk. You know why? They watch you, and when you say the truth, the ones where they need to amend, they will take it. Now some of us will talk till Ebukobi saw reasons to distance himself from accusation. Now me they tell you now. Happy maybe here. Some of us will talk until they breathe in their stubborn, they hear something easily. It's not as if he's a troublemaker, he's a gentleman, but before you can convince this man, not be today Johnny. So every intellectual is always on social. Talk something against E-Money now. E-Money will tell you that somebody sent in the video. Now lie. When you mention them, they know bad news, they fly fast. So Ogechi Okeke Njaka, I, Honorable Prince Madabuchi, Governor Eziokwu, son of the great Shanamite, Gabia court in person. I know they tell you this thing. And I am going to file my own case in submit against you in Abuja. Maybe I'll look for those pictures, the Dengran office in the Interpol. I'll look for it. I was at the Interpol's office myself. Joe Kinsley. I was there. About an office in Hadia. So this one now, more than Ega. So even I've been there silently. And what do you man? And them man, the likes of Million Justice, you know, many of them when they were in that time. You see this time, in person. That same thing I was flogging my chest that day, saying no Lilanya. That first day, I didn't make an arrest. No newi. This is how I will come. I will turn to the camera and I court one day, say, Olilanya, Olilanya. Again. Talk, no be free. Make it go the show. Now, he prove how, where I was convicted, how, where, how. Where you fabricated your stories that I am a pedophile. Just imagine how I became an ex-convict. And there are videos I have here where she said that if we call her anywhere, if she does not prove that she's ready to pay any damages, that's wonderful, which means you were duly prepared for what is to come. Thank you, my brother. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. At the same time, although Ijele speaks, that time the guy advice. I believe Ambassador BTS must have also reached out to Ijele that time. Ijele did not listen. So the same thing emere ijele na-aza case na Abuja ka ọ sị gị na transfer ya to Lagos, from Lagos o nwela another charge n'Awka, ị ga-enwe another charge n'Imo State, agodu am. Ị ga-enwe another charge n'Imo, ị ga-enwe another one na Rivers State, ebe m na ọ bụrụ nwa. Ị ga-enwe different ones. Ị na-aza ebe ị ga-anọdụ eweta production warrant. It is an assurance. There is no way ma hapụ imite my mentor. Shipagide ọnwụ before a son. Shisha no go pay. M ga-eshipagide ọnwụ. Ọ bụrụ isi kpulara na-ayọ ya, m ga-eme ya. Otu ahụ isi eshi ọnwụ show people wickedness innocently. Otu aka m ga-eshi gaa yọọ elu ya ala, ọ bụrụ egozi m wetazie mmemme kisho na enwetara another production warrant na ị nwere another charge n'Imo, ị nwere another charge na Rivers State, it must be submitted. Instead of that, everything ị nwere n'ụwa agụgodi. Because I'm into politics. So ihe ndị kwuru today, or in future, people will start quoting it that when this person did so thing to you, what did you say, what did you do? Then other people, if I have political confrontations tomorrow, these are my reasons. So if I have political confrontations tomorrow, the people will come to court and say, they will begin to quote Ogechi that they heard it from so person. And the law is not a respecter of any negligence. The law does not consume any act of failures or ignorance of any human being. So I will take my duly action for the sake of my political future and career tomorrow. I must do the needful. Even yesterday, while I was discussing with my dad on the phone and many others, we were talking. Daddy said I should hold on. I held on. I knew he was able to make us and thereabout. Daddy told me that for the save your political future, save it today. So that when they are settling the matter, nobody will come and quote in reference to Ogechi. When people want to fight you politically with it, because he did not take action, they will say in so year that so person called you an ex-convict. He did not take any action. Let's presume that the person is right. That was why you kept quiet. It will be a dent against my political career. But by the time you stand trial, okay, you see what somebody wrote here. Somebody said, I thought it was real because you're waving it away. Okay, let me block this another idiot again. You know, when they jump in, this one say you are making my too much. That was why a woman won you in election. Your forefathers say one her electoral value. Now your community. I want to hang out, but you know, I like respecting your father, but at least the man would have used a condom instead of bringing you into this world as a miscreant. Matthew Stephen. And wait, somebody should help me. I will block him now. Somebody should help me and get his picture. Screenshot what this is comment. Letter can post to Oyama. Let me build. I will be teaching you logic. Hold on, let me leave him. I will be teaching you logic here and on this social media. Look at what I'm going to be doing. Because without sufferings are lessons for those who doesn't want to learn, for them to learn and sit up. When even on social media or somebody idiot, the person a screenshot wrote that post down, make a son have account again. Now, when you screenshot to her, the person a bagging kete. And when him the larger platform, he got with a picture, be something they even all like result nibu HIV. I'm telling you the way it is supposed to end. I'm a comaro. So imposed to give it also one way. By the time you want to go to court, you want to go to police, you provoked me about act of provocation in the law. It is citable. People don't know. Do you think you are crazy? Other people are more stupid than you are. It's just that they decided to curtail themselves. No elections held in Imo State. He would even common 20 million naira but IG question. Do you know I stood for over 200 and something thousand humans in the jails of Ngobala. But I go the board, pass your screening and many other things. They go to qualify the first to run for anything. In 2027, I have the capacity to put as our Senate direct to pull no be 9 local governments for Horizon. Tereno when did it now? Your comment section no get any value to this. Time rue fire. Even if you Imo State on your Horizon, I go come your place. But I will surround na cheer up. That's how life be. You'll be happy that a young man is coming. We go to a voice in the body to the presidency. I can say I have project attack all our. You don't know. So back to the comment of this my brother Mazi. Some of them say they thought it was real because I kept quiet. So she was alleging some of these things. And you think, for the survival of my political career, I will let you go? Is a lie. Spiritually, physically. Nga na a battle with you, na bomb bag, na chonye ga papatagi na 18. That is the way it is. So, nga biarere a prosecute gidegi o, may without charges against you. Kopa gide ya nishigi. Gay face ye trial, face ye can lema me megane based on money. We are based on money now. Ga matakwa na you wabro toko. Na gwa gị na o take go dim ụlọ m na town here mreshewa all anything mrewi ya to make sure that na I survive from I give a breath to my political career. There is no way m ja hapụ gị. He got to be convicted for that. God was here the convicted man. I have no other issues with you. If you any other thing you like, you'll talk. But if that one, you see that one, you will go to newspaper houses, publish that in Kurubashi. Your people will start doing that. By the time I start with them, they will begin to see lawsuit up and down. Megosigi. That the wig the lawyers are putting on is not because their heads are hot. And that is not the beacon of intelligence, but is a symbol of equity and justice. You will know. You will know, you will understand. Or borrow this thing. This is the way it is. In the absence of justice, the society turns to jungle. Do you know what it means? While I was running for elections, I was busy going about for campaign. I left this city of Port Harcourt. I was in Imo State by day, taking risky. I went to campaign. We have a 32 autonomous communities that makes up Ngobala. 32 active autonomous communities that makes up Ngobala. Ngobala is one of the biggest local governments, the third largest local government in Federal Republic of Nigeria, out of 774 local governments that makes up Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have boundaries with River State, Owerri North, Abia State. We have boundaries with these people. Now, poor road networks all over Ngobala. The government as of today does not care about our people. You can hear about the insecurities going on. It's not as if that our people are not what to do, but if they take action, what will happen? At the end of the day, the government will tag that youth, a terrorist or thereabout. Your fellow youth had the courage. I did not come online and say, fund me. It was by the grace of God. I stood in that campaign, and that election came on emergency. The whole Imo State, I challenge anybody here about life section. Even in my own political party, and when anybody made the campaign in the whole 27 local government in Imo State, from the whole parties across. I went for consultations. There are villages I went to. This Ngobala that holds about 32 autonomous communities. We have over 200 or 300 autonomous communities. I mean villages. Villages and kindred. Villages. There are some of these autonomous communities that has about 19 villages. The list is the ones that has 13. I went to every corners of these communities, villages, every village, and then my humble that women and children are waiting for you. Today I will post one video of one. I will be posting from now till tomorrow morning. I will be posting some videos of villages. I know they tell you community villages where I went to. You see people got happy here. Ogodimiri you give to them. Ordinary money you give to them. Some of them you give them transport to maintain that in Abohi. You do the printings, you do the consultations. Sometimes I know or 11:30 abale she consultation because there are some of these big people before give nabale. And as I'm running random gobala, you cannot win election by the campaign only you pull within that your client. Emanando boda na Kaduna. When I invite, then go na Lagos. When I invite, these things are flight to and fro, and you can't go alone. You'll be going with Umrikuna the 6. Abuja was almost week in, week out. At this age, at this simple my age, at this age. I don't know about that thing. They will resources I have. Forget about it. It's just a sacrifice for your people. It doesn't matter. But my concern was, while I was doing that thing, somebody recruited herself as an enemy, tagging me, alleging what I am not. You prove that. And somebody is telling me to ignore. If I ignore today, tomorrow, one day, when God gives us the courage to come and run for governorship, the opportunities can be there. You can climb. Anybody can climb. Do not tolerate any nonsense. When preparation meets opportunity, it will produce results. Just prepare yourself and sit down. Do you know Ogechi made Buhari president in Owa? They were looking for a sincere person. I said, what about Buhari? Due to the level of his discipline and military head of state, they brought him. That was how they made him. Buhari went hold 10 million naira in account as our president. Wrote Michibika Amechi, Ebutego, many of them Ebutego with target or Takeshi fund. The former one governor of Imo State before, the chief Achku Denwa, go to Shiwa governor. Prepare your credibility. Anything can happen. You can climb. Doors can open. So when it is time, opportunity has called for you to become something. Once your story cooked up by one individual will start affecting your career, and you will keep quiet over it. You shut your mouth. Why? Make sure you are very, very careful. Why did easy? And not as if she said that once. You know, you can say something 1 or 2 times and we just call it a mistake. But you know what it means? Intentional act. Even Obasanjo, most of the leaders, except this Tinubu, most of the leaders you see in Nigeria today, opportunity made them leaders. Governor Eziokwu was because President Goodluck Jonathan's wife, Chogotoge, made deal with Rotimi Amechi. The opportunity now brought Eziokwu as governor of Rivers State. Go and ask anybody. It was an opportunity of misconduct to throw away Rocha Sokrocha and his son-in-law that produced Hope Uzodinma we see today as governor. Go and ask. This is the way it is. It was opportunity that produced Alex Oti today as a good governor of Abia State. Keep your credibility, your record straight. And if anybody, it is better that somebody ate your money than the person to tamper with your credibility. If focus on the person, it's wrong. It's totally wrong. Me, I'm learning, everybody is learning. But guess what? The practicals and law will be dished or unleashed upon you, Ogechi. That's a promise. I said the practical assignments would be I have nothing more against you. Or that if you've done anything, if you've said anything, if you've bullied my mom, my dad, there's no problem about that. My dad can always speak for himself. My dad can always speak. My mom, you know, I have brothers and sisters. I think they can always take care of that. But for you to tag me while I was running for elections, monies were going risk. I was taking risk by day. At night, sometimes maybe 11, sometimes maybe after 1 hour. Because you know how election goes. Let me tell you. Anywhere anybody has child dedication, they will invite you. Burial everywhere. When a burial, you must attend. People will leave. They know you are doing campaign. They know you are going about for consultation. If they have every Friday, if they have 5 burials around, those people will from their villages and come. Like an Mothering Sunday. Oga. Ega Catholic Church Iganka, you will always come. And they know about there, they will begin to cheer because they know you will do something. They will invite you. No do 300, 200,000. You just support on them because I will name okay. You see a church in Kahepo, I got one another place. These are little experience I'm telling you. Burial obo, in way for burial, I got package 50,000 road there. You road there will 50,000 an envelope near this family. Near Hana will support. God bless you. You say you can not get put one is in the Gela surrender Alamo to get me we or no. You will still give them something again. Where ordinary person will just enter silently. If you come, pressure. If then a filling station, fuel, you don't allow your vehicle, say, got filling station on around. You will go far because say, but on a filling station, on the fucking we there. Honorable, I go what I give you praise you get there about. My brother, before you live there, and I got forget what. Except before my matter because it's the first time in something. Before my matter no, you don't buy fuel around. Time don't go. Or give them one idea. Some politicians, the way they do it, because it's also a means of campaign. Everything is an opportunity for you. Everything. They put animal here. There's a market in my place. Before you get to Zion. So one day we were coming back from Enugu. I went to a meeting in Enugu. I went to Enugu, get a meeting now. The next day, I'm not that day by here village. Nde mmadụ broke there GM for almost 1 hour. Ndenne mirror side mirror motor my help there that day. Because people take a gather. Some of them are doing that in out of joy. Some just an ordinary incitement. Some is just because I can't tell. This person was busy stabbing me then they did that campaign, they did that pressure. Your fellow youth, you've not tested me with power before. If I will betray the commoners, you are not from Ngopala. You even said you Imo State, but you were concerned about Ngopala. You went as far as saying that being a problem. I thank you to Governor Eziokwu, Governor Hopos Adema, and then Hopos Adema. What are you associating? And people were believing all of these junks. At the same time, destroying the image of Governor Charles Soludo and Governor Senators on days on 13. What? because our leaders had too cheap. People now believe that they can easily intervene in any manipulation or abnormality. Well, let me block this idiot. Innocent Ikenna. It's your last moment on this page. Or I will suspend you. If I see you here next time, Isha Bawari that day. Come and get out from here, you. Onyara. I will close with this parable. It's a very drastic parable. My grandfather said, "Ne so ha jini anike. Gata ayano. Taramanshi tarama jini anike low. Ni anwetantigi ni ama mebre." On the day of payback. My name is Governor Eziokwu. See you there.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe on this channel, share this video, like and comment, drop your thoughts on the comment section. Thank you and God bless you.